Russell Westbrook. I warned you about him on my last video, just like I've been telling you about Kyshawn George even before the season begins. Just like I've been warning you that Jaren Johnson was very high on drafts. Just like I've been warning you to get Kessler Wallace just before the season started. And many others. I want to see if you're gonna miss out on this video too. What's up guys, it's Leo again, the Brazilian fantasy guy. You already know, let's talk about fantasy, let's talk about NBA, and let's talk about controversial players that a lot of you are panicking about right now. You should hold him, you should sell him, you should drop him on the free agency, you should drop him on the waivers. Let's talk about this right now. Very quickly before we start, I just wanted to thank you guys because we hit the 200 subs mark. We are not a lot of people, but we are real people. We are different. We are special. So keep up with me. I just wanted to thank you guys again. And of course, let me go to the 300 mark right now. Let's set a new goal. And please help me hitting the like button, pressing the hype button as well, commenting, engaging, and let's see if the YouTube will recommend my video to more people. Okay, let's go to the video right now. The first guy in the hold or panic list is Derrick White from the Boston Celtics. Derrick White, let me put it here, is a very interesting name, which was very hyped to begin the season. A lot of people spent a third round on him, fourth round. If you got it on the fifth, it was a bargain. But he's not performing this well. And my opinion is that you should hold him. Do not panic. Boston is too good to tank. His shots, it's true that on the last game he didn't have a lot of volume, but he will have to do more. And he's a better player than what he's doing right now. There's nobody to claim his spot. Anthony Simons will not start over him. And he's a very healthy guy. So do not panic. Try to take a deep breath. Wait for him to make good games. And then maybe you can think about trading. But I think he will be a solid player over the weeks. From the mid-season and the late season. I really think he will be good. So you should not panic about him. The second name in the list, Myles Turner. This guy is worrying me a bit, I'm not gonna lie, because he's not playing consistently over 30 minutes. And this is what impacts me the most. Do I think he will be this bad for the rest of the season? I do not. That's why I think he's a buy low right now, alongside the majority of the players I'll be bringing here today. But if you're his owner, you should not panic and try to hold him, because I do think at some point he will have a good sequence playing over 30 minutes. He should do it. And he will not be this bad. Differently than Derrick White, I do not think he's a very good player to hold on to for the whole season. So my opinion here would be, if you have him and if he ends up bouncing back, which I think he will, try to trade him out of your team. That being said, right now he's a buy low and you should consider reaching for his GM and trying to bring him to your team. You should understand the concept. It's not because he's a buy low right now that he is a player you should panic or a player you should hold on to for the whole season. Third name on the list, my man, Immanuel Quickley, who I drafted on 2 of the 3 leagues I'm in right now. And from Quickley owner to another Quickley owner, or somebody that is just analyzing your league and the opportunities on your league. If you're an owner, you should hold him, because he just had 2 awful games. His value is on the 4 right now, but he has a lot of potential. You already know that he dishes a lot of assists, and he's playing with the Brandon Ingram on his side. Brandon Ingram, spoiler, he will not play all of the games of the season. So, Quickley can go on a hot streak all of a sudden. You already know that he does this. He can give you double-doubles, he can give you strong locks if you're playing on a sleeping format. And I do not think he's injury prone, as I've already mentioned on prior shows. He's a player that plays over 60 games per season, if you let the last one out of the count, because he was weirdly tanking in Toronto. They were like coming up with fake injuries. He's a guy with a lot of potential, starting point guard in a competitive team on the weak East. So do not panic. Hold to him, and try to keep him, because I really think he will be good on the midterm and of course on the long term as well. He started the season shooting very poorly, and if he fixes this, which is normal, his shot percentage will need to go up. They will go up, and if he keeps doing his assist rates at 6, 7, some nights giving you 10, with a little bit more volume, which I think he will do, he will give you more volume, he'll be a very much better player than he is right now. The next one just made a good game, but I would keep telling you to hold and do not panic sell him just because of one game. This guy is Flagg, and he finally did something. Finally a 30+ game in the liquor locking format, and I mean in any category, in any type of leagues, he's been stinking, and right now he's shown what he could do. The steals weren't there, the blocks weren't there. Now we kind of saw this, but I'm very confident that he will do more than this. So right now you may think, okay, it's a good time for me to finally get rid of him. He's finally had an uptick in his value, but I tell you right now, hold. Do not trade him for like something not very good, because you picked him for a reason, right? Expecting something. So hold on to him. It's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Calm down. He will pay it off, or at least I really hope so. He will be good. Dallas has to be competitive. They need to give an answer for the community, for their fans, and he's a main part of this. His volume should go up. His percentage should be better, and of course, he's a very good all-around player. He will give you rebounds, he'll give you assists, mainly with Kyrie out, and of course steals, blocks, meaning he will be good in fantasy. So hold on a little bit, do not panic yet. In a similar situation, Christian Braun, now on this side, Christian Braun from the Denver Nuggets. I wasn't high on him for the season. I didn't aim for him on my later rounds. I see that a lot of people were very high on him, and right now they are panicking. And he just did a good performance. I think he will be better than he was being right now in the beginning of the season. But right now, he did a good game, and I don't think he will sustain that as well. I do not think he will be a very good player. So my verdict for this one will be trade him. You don't need to panic, but I would tell you to trade him. To try and trade him out and get somebody more reliable. I'm not a big fan of Christian Braun's fantasy value. As a player, he's very good. He's very valuable to Denver. But I do not think that he will maintain his fantasy production from last year. I do not think this. And that's the reason why I think you should not hold on to him a lot. You should try and go and get somebody else. But, of course, try to not panic a lot and extract some value out of him. And what about my man, Jordan Poole? He's been very bad, but he's one of the guys that I'll tell you to hold in a good way. Because hold him Zion started with his injury streak. We don't know for how long this will go. But Poole would need to do more. He's not being very good. He did an okay game on the last game. They went for him for a reason. And it's interesting for the Pelicans to try the hardest because they don't own their pick for next year. So it makes no sense for them to give up on the season. And this will mean that Jordan Poole will need to do more. And my next name, I will just tell right now because it's the same situation, Trey Murphy. A lot of Trey Murphy owners are going crazy right now because he didn't start the season how they expected it to. But this is a very good window for them to gain value. Zion out, Trey will shoot more, he will need to score more, he'll need to handle the ball more. The same thing with Jordan Poole, but Trey even more because Trey has a better fantasy potential. And he's very good. We've already seen him going crazy in very hot streaks, and he can go on this one again. So give him a little bit of time. Hold on to him and do not panic. And what about my guy JJJ? I have already talked about him before. And the situation in Memphis is very weird. And I don't know, man. I'll tell you right now. Firstly, do not panic. He's good. He will not be this bad for the rest of the season. Do not go and trade him away for any package that you don't really believe in. Only if you see a real potential there. The coach may be fired, may be sacked, Ja Morant may be traded. We don't really know what exactly will happen. But something will happen. And you should hold on to him to see what's going on and what the result will be. Because this will impact him 100%. And he cannot do worse than he's doing right now. Only if he gets injured, which has already happened in the past, and we hope he won't do this again. But you should have a little bit of patience with him because he's good. He's already shown the value that he can produce in fantasy, and you should not get rid of him in the middle of the storm. Do not do this. Do not panic on JJJ. One of the best names for me to begin the season, and somebody I was aiming in the later drafts, in the later rounds of the draft, Payton Pritchard. Payton Pritchard didn't start very hot as he usually was doing on the last part of the season, of last season. But he's of the same analysis of Derrick White applies for him. The Celtics are not a bad team. They will fight even if they don't really want to. He will need to do more. His shots are not falling that much. And he can go on a hot streak tomorrow. Even today if you're watching this video. A day later or 2 days later. So if you're trying to buy him, it's a very good time. Because their owners are not very happy. And I think he has a lot of value. And he's one of the guys that I really see a long-term as a long-term asset in fantasy. And for this reason, you should not panic because he will need to have volume. His shots will need to fall. His shots will eventually fall. And he will gain value. So hold on a little bit. And try to not panic. And what about my man Kyshawn George, who I preached about for multiple videos, and he gained a lot of value. But right now you can think, oof, he was a fluke. I should go and sell him and panic. Do not do this. Kyshawn will bounce back. He had difficult matchups. We don't really know if the Wizards will tank or they will try to compete. They're not a bad team. Do not be fooled. They're not the same Wizards from last year. They are, I don't know if I can say they're good, but they're competitive. And Kyshawn will need to do more, and will need to bounce back to his volume, even with Bilal, because Middleton has already started his injury run, And I don't really think it will change. And even McCollum can go on this road as well. So it's interesting for the Wizards to develop him. So do not panic and hold on to him. And of course, if you're willing to target him, it's a very good time because he's a clear buy low right now. So keep your eyes very open if you're a buyer or if you're a Kyshawn owner just like me, which I have already said. I have him on 3 different leagues. I'm holding and I'm having faith that our guy will bounce back, and I really think he will. Another player that I'm owning in my main league, in my 1,000 cash league, Shaedon Sharpe is in a very weird situation right now. He's not playing 30 minutes as everybody expected him to. But, of course, I was researching and deep diving into it. He's dealing with a calf strain, I think it's a good English. Let me know in the comments if it's not. He's dealing with a calf strain, and it is limiting his minutes. But even with his minutes limited, he's giving the last 2 games very good performances. It's crazy how well he performed. So bear with me. If he's playing this good in the last 2 games, playing 24, 25 minutes, if he gets a bump on his minutes to 30, which I see as a possible path and a probable path, he will be better. His value will increase, so do not accept some bullshit for him. Remember, you pick him for a reason. You picked him because you trusted him. So do not give up in, 2.5 weeks. Have a little faith. Next guy, I already mentioned him before, and I'm kind of worried about him. I'm not that worried because I do not own him in any league. I was very afraid to draft him, and this guy is CJ McCollum. This is one of the guys that I think you should panic about. He's a buy low right now, yes. You can get him for a very good value, very cheap value. Free agent guys, waiver wire guys, you can go and try to get him. That being said, if you're his owner, I would tell you to try and get out of this boat. He's playing less than 30 minutes. He's on a team that clearly do not need him. The Washington Wizards, they don't need him. He's kind of in the way of developing the young core. So he's one of the guys that I do not think that he will be way better. I think he will bounce back a little bit. He will have maybe a hot streak, and this is the moment you as a CJ owner do not drop him, but as soon as he shows something, try and trade him out of your team. And what about my man Filipowski? Maybe it's his time to shine right now. Maybe you are so frustrated with him that even with Kessler's injury and Markkanen is still there, Nurkic is still there, maybe you got tired of waiting because Filipowski didn't turn into a 30 points machine immediately after the injury. But I'm telling you right now to hold. He can be very good or he can be very bad, and he can be droppable. But right now it's not smart for you to drop him because it's a pretty good time to take advantage of the Filipowski owners that are not patient. Because if they see, okay, 1-2 games, Nurkic is balling, I'll drop him. Nurkic can be out in a blink of an eye. You already know how Utah goes. And it's only 2 weeks. We're in the middle of the 3rd week. They already have 1 season-end injury. What do you think? Do you think they will compete without their best defender, their best rim protector? They will not. They will try. They will probably come up with fake injuries. And sooner or later, Filipowski will have some value. So, he's a buy low right now because he's on a waiver wire in a lot of places. And if he's on your waiver wire, go and grab him. If you're his owner, just like I am in my main league, hold and wait. do not drop him quickly. Wait a little bit, see how Utah goes, and then we can discuss it another time. This guy right now was one of the main reasons I won my championship in my main league on last season. Ivica Zubac. It's in a very weird spot right now, very weird situation. He's not doing good. He's gotten back to normal, but I wouldn't panic. I would definitely try to move him out as soon as he gets a hot streak and the other managers tend to remember how great he was last season. You can try to sell this, but I wouldn't sell him right now after bad performances. Zubac has already shown his potential, but he's already played 2 or 3 games, 25 minutes, 24 minutes, less than 30 minutes played. This is not good. And the Clippers like to play with in a small ball with Collins at the 5, but he will play more minutes in more matches. The Clippers were blown out twice, and this impacted it too. With 2-3 games, good games in a row, his value will skyrocket, and then you can try to trade him out. And last but not least, the Glock man, the sniper, Ja Morant. Oof, it's been hard with all of the rumors to believe he will do good in Memphis. He'll thrive in Memphis. But hey, if he gets traded to the Heat, if he gets traded to Toronto, if he gets traded to any place he's being rumored, it's not a bad situation, because if he's not playing good in Memphis, he's not happy, he's not wanting to play, he's fighting with the coaching staff, he's doing his crazy post-game interviews, he's clearly not in a mood. They can either try to fix this, maintain him in Memphis, just like the front office already said that he's a pillar with JJJ of a championship team. They can be, but they need to fix everything and get his mind focused on the game, and he will do better. He's good, you already know, especially on his sleeper locking format. If we're talking about sleeper locking format, Ja has an extra value because he can give you a strong lock, then go crazy, go on his live streams with a blade, with a Glock. Doesn't matter. You should not panic right now, and you should definitely not, if you picked him on the second or third round, trade him for a 6 pick, 7. Do not do this. Try and hold. Do not panic with Ja, because either way, he will need to do better. Those were the names for today, guys. Please let me know in the comments whoever I missed, whoever you're high on, whoever you're down on. Please let me know what you think about this format. I'm planning to do this on a weekly basis, market update, target values. So engage with the content, hit the like button. Please make sure you're subbed to my channel. We're on the road to get 300 right now, so go fantasy on points here. And of course, another time, thank you so much for helping me with this crazy idea. This is a very small channel, but as I said, we are not so many, but we're special. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.